Thank you. Thank you, Comrade Waiswa. Want to appreciate and welcome everybody that has come today to join us for this press conference so that we share our thoughts on a number of things. We avail platforms like this one to our ordinary people because we want their voices to come out. We want the hawkers to come and they tell the nation what they are going through. Because these are Ugandans. You know, sometimes when we speak these things as leaders, we are taken to be, those are opposition, those senyonyis are noisemakers. So that's why we insist and say, okay, let the very affected people come and speak so that their voices are heard, so that it ceases to be a question of, these Jagulanyis, they just, want disorganized government. These are ordinary people who are suffering on a daily basis. We want the city to grow. We want the city to develop. But the city must develop with its people. You're not going to develop the city by chasing everybody out of the city. We must accommodate everybody. Okay? These are Ugandans, tax-paying Ugandans. And so they deserve a chance to live. They have families to fend for. They have a life to live. They have bills to pay. And so we must be able to accommodate them if we want to grow this city. Because you see, the reason they are the way they are is because we abandoned them a long time ago. We decided, those who are to suffer, let them suffer. And it dates back to a very long time. And that's why I personally believe there is deliberateness about impoverishing our people. We used to have cooperatives in this country. And so it empowered Ugandans. They were able to fend for themselves. But when these Bushmen came, they said, people who are well-to-do, people who are rich are difficult to rule. Let's remove these cooperatives. Let's disempower them. So that when it's election time, you tell them to line up like it was in Kayunga, 4,000 shillings each. When we were in Omoro, 3,000 shillings each. You don't do that to empower people. So it is deliberate to disempower our people. But we are going to say no. And it's good that we are with these people who are saying no. They must have a chance to, they must be planned for. When you're planning for a city, you don't plan for only the rich, as if they are the only ones who are staying in that city. If anything, the highest population is of the poor. You plan for them also. You don't send them away and say, now you go, and then we fix our city. They are part of the city. And so we must plan for them. Many times they're told, you go to these market stalls, these built up markets, which are like arcades. They tell us space many times runs out, that which is available is very expensive. And that's why they are saying, okay, how do I survive now on the road? So let's sit with these people, let's plan with them. I thought that's an important message to pass on. We want to welcome our teams from Italia. Prison is a pathetic place to be for those that have been there. And we are always glad when our people come out. It is complicated, but we must keep on keeping on. There's many of our people that are still in jail. Whenever some come out, we celebrate. But as we celebrate, remember again, we have a lot of work to do because many others are still in jail. And so we must fight to see that they too come out. It's important because when you put in place an election, that means people have a right to choose whoever they want to support. So to arrest people simply because they are supporting candidate A and not another, to arrest them because they are wearing a beret or a t-shirt, then remove elections so that we know we have got to figure out another way of managing our democratic processes, as we call them. And so that's why it's very disturbing to us, because the people who are meant to be in jail are not in jail. Once I told you I chair a committee called Kosasa in Parliament. The thuggery we see in this country is very disturbing. In fact, for me, I think there are thieves and then there are thugs, brigands. Those are the people who are meant to be in Chitalia, not these people who are in Chitalia simply because of their political beliefs, simply because of what they feel. And so, it's a struggle that we must not relent on. We must keep pushing every step of the way. One of the other things that has been disturbing to the country and to us as the National Unity Platform is the plight of our teachers. You all know that our teachers are on strike because of the way they are treated. And as the National Unity Platform, we want to sound our strong support for the teachers in this country. We think that for them to stand up and raise their voices and even go on strike, it is the right thing to do for them to express themselves. And so we as NUP express solidarity with them because the issues they are raising are critical issues. When you say that we are going to increase the salaries of science teachers, but the arts teachers are useless, what exactly do you mean? Because, for example, English and literature have been categorized as arts. So these science teachers, are they able to teach their science subjects in their science language? Because you're saying English is an art, it is useless. And all these others are useless. So we think that it is right for the teachers to stand up and say, no, we want equity. We want fairness across. There shouldn't be discrimination. That there are those who are more important than others. No. No teacher is more important than the other. They are all teachers. And all of us have passed through their hands. Even the best scientists world over. From their formative stages, they went through the hands of both scientists, science teachers, and arts teachers, and they all added value to them. And so we need to stop confusing, especially our young people. Because there are young people who are saying, I want to become a lawyer like so and so. And now you're telling them, no, arts are useless. Let's be serious. We think that there must be better planning in this country. Better planning. Because also, and I must warn science teachers, you might get excited that they have promised you a lot of money. But that money might not come and you might go on strike as well a few months from now. Because many times government promises and does not fulfill. So the science teachers need to join the arts teachers to say, wait a minute, we want to fight for equity and for promises to be fulfilled. So when they get excited, I get worried, I get concerned because I am almost 100% sure that promise won't be fulfilled. Because it's not the first time the teachers are promised an increase and it doesn't happen. They promise them to calm them down. Now they are causing division. They are causing a fight, as opposed to teachers collectively fighting for their rights. Now they are causing a split. It is arts teachers who are now seeing the science teachers as the bad ones. Not the government, which by the way is supposed to fix these issues. Again, for us we think that this should go beyond just the teachers. There are other sectors too where people are very, very poorly paid. So as we are advocating for better pay for all the teachers, not just some, we want to see a better pay for medical workers. I heard them say they will also be announcing a strike very soon because they are poorly remunerated. As we think about those, we need to think about the security organs too. Police officers, very poorly paid. They live like refugees when you go to their barracks and see the uniforms, the Mama India calling. They live like complete refugees. We must focus on them too. Maybe that's why they are very angry. When they are arresting us, they beat us up because they are angry. They're angry with the country, they're angry with everybody. That could be the reason they behave the way they behave. And so we must advocate for them too. So as opposed to this nitpicking and saying now, let's focus on these ones, we must focus on everybody. And it's possible. We have money in this country. I've just told you how we are realizing the theft in this country. The small committee that I chair, small as it is, we have been able to discover, theft of grand proportions. And now that's theft in just a few agencies. There's theft almost everywhere. So we have money in this country if we can properly put it to good use. Finally, I'll just comment on this and for the SG will address it as well. The Women Council elections were suspended, as you know. That's very concerning to us as the National Unity Platform. We have been preparing. We have invested time and resources to get set for these elections. And then all of a sudden, the Electoral Commission tells us we have suspended these elections because there's no money available. is usually made available for the most ridiculous things. How can we say we don't have money for elections? And yet we said we want to go the democratic way. It comes at a cost. And so we must be able to plan. Elections are not an emergency. So there's no way you can say you have not planned for an election as if it is some emergency that has happened unexpected. No! We know that after a couple of years, there's an election. Let's plan for it. Twagala okwaniriza bannaffe abaka b'Ekitaliya. Bannaffe bayita kuzibu bw'ekitalo ate ng'ekibasibya ndowooza zaabwe ku nsonga z'ebyobufuzi nti ono awagira ono tawagira oli naye ne bawambibwa ne batwalibwa eyo kukomera ne bayisibwa obubi kubawulidde ne babakubaakuba lwaki lwa ndowooza zaabwe. Kubanga bw'oba toyagala abantu babeere n'endowooza ku byobufuzi then gyawo obululu bannayuganda bayiye bamanye nti kakati obululu bwo tebukyaliwo tuyiye engeri endala gye tuneetaasaamu bakitegeere tulekerawo okubuzaabuza abantu naye bw'oteekawo akalulu kiba kitegeeza buli omu wa ddembe okuwagira oyo gwayagala okuwagira. So tukyalina abantu baffe bangi bakyali mu makomera era nga tukyakola ekisoboka ne balooya baffe ebeera ttabu nnene nnyo kubanga zikotumasha ezo muli tezitambulira ku mateeka. Ogenda n'olaba koti n'atuula wali n'avimba mu ntebe yenna ng'awulira wa kitalo nnyo nga balooya boogera tabiwulira tabitegeera nabitegeera kubanga koti teyasoma mateeka. Simanyi nawe we yakoma mu by'okusoma kwe naye atuula wali ng'omulamuzi ng'asalawo emisango. So tetujja kutuula mpaka nga abantu baffe bonna bateereddwa. Buli abavaayo tusanyuka era ne tujaguza naye nga bwe tujaguza ng'ate bwe tulemerako okulaba nti bannaffe abalala bonna bonna bateebwa. Ensonga z'abatembeeyi obuziba bodaboda buziwulidde abantu abo bayiika ne bwebawulira boogeza obusungu balina enyiike ku mitima. Ate ffe kati twagambye abantu bano katubayite bajje babyeyogere nabo mawulira amaloboozi gaabwe kubanga ffe wetuyogera bannaffe bali bagamba nti abo Basenyonyi Bakyagulanyi baani bannabyabufuzi just baagala kuvumbaganya gavumenti. Kati muwulidde amaloboozi gaabwe, muwulidde ensonga zaabwe, muwulidde ebibaluma era ng'ensonga z'abantu baffe bano twagala ziteekewo ekesiba. Ekibuga kino twagala kikule, twagala kirongooke naye munaye ekibuga nga kinaakula kirina okukula nga kirimu n'abantu. Omukulembeze alina okukola gali wamu n'abantu. Kayibaako mukamanyi tugambire ku Jennifer ekibuga nga kinaakula kirina okukula nga kirimu n'abantu. Omukulembeze alina okukola ngali wamu n'abantu nga temunnaziba binnya mu nguudo ebizimbe mulindeko bimenya kuba bijuna abantu baffe n'okubimenya kiyiga abantu baffe. Yabayita kwaga bulungi. So ensonga y'abantu baffe bano tulina okiteekako ennyo essira. Twagala ekibuga kitereere naye olina otambulira wamu n'abantu. Kubanga ogamba nti oyagala kutereeza Kampala, ffe kitwagala ennyo kitereeze wamu n'abantu kuba tugenda kitereereza okukitereereza ani nga tukitereereza abantu abagirimu. Twagala Kampala ebeere y'abagagga bokka. Nedda n'omuntu wa wansi naye alina okubeera n'omwaganya tumuplaningire. Bagenda ne bazimba obutale buno bulinga akendi ne bagamba mugende eyo abatembeeyi bano batugamba ebiseera ebisinga bwe bakujjudde n'awali sipeesi ebbeeyi ebeera ya waggulu nnyo galinga asasula ez'omwaka endi kati mwagala bakola eki bannange babbe bobbi. So abantu bano tulina okubapulaningira. Oluusi bayirewe negamere eno kimanya nti obubbi bwe balwanyisa bano abanyakula amasimu naki bwandigendedde singa abantu bano tebanyigirizibwa. Oba owulidde ebigambo byabwe kubanga kati bwe banyigirizibwa ennyindo bwenyigirizibwa ennyo ejja omusaayi. Kati mwagala batandike kubba batandike kunyakula busimu byemwagala kuba tubakubiriza abavubuka mugende muyiiye naki nakwata engatto zinagamba nti kale bagizeko okuyiza wano naye tetulina ngeri gye tubayambyemu eggwanga ate nga bano bannayuganda tukuleba mu China nga China bwe bakola China bateeka nnyo essira ku bantu baabwe ne babayambako babagirako emisolo ne bateekawo embeera ebayamba era kyovudola buli ggwanga lyogendamu osangamu ebyamaguzi ebiva China ne wano downtown bw'ogendayo osangayo ebintu ebiva China biyitirivu lwaki gavumenti yaabwe eri yagamba nti abantu baffe bankizo nnyo tubaseeko essira tubayambeyambe osobola okubajjako omusolo tukubajjeko bafune akaaganya kati baproducinga ebintu ziniigina engoye biki byonna ne bigenda mu nsi zonna obisangayo naye kakati ffe wano tuvimbisa bano baforeign investor bamusiga nsimbi ate ng'ensangi zino ffe ababasigamu ensimbi kuba bw'ojja wano nti oli musiga nsimbi ne tukuwa ettaka lyabwereere ne tukuggyako emisolo ne tukuwa ne ssente oba okyali musiga nsimbi obeeramu okubyobera mufe kati ffe tugamba nti abantu bano abantu ba wansi tubaseeko essira anti omuntu oyo alina famire gy'alabirira kikuyambako nawe gavumenti kuyiyaya biprogramu ebitaliyo parish development board operation wealth creation naki abantu bano bagamba nti kale nga temunnatulimbalimba operation wealth creation okutuwa ente ennema endwadde naki mubawo akaaganya beekolere kibaagala okukola so ffe tulaba nti kikulu nnyo abantu bano okuteekebwako essira ensonga ez'abasomesa abasomesa bali mu kwediima ffe nga NUP baagala ogamba abasomesa b'eggwanga lyaffe lino tuli babega waabwe era omulamwa gwe baliko boogere maaso kubanga toyinza kugamba nti kaakati ogenda kwawulamu abasomesa abasayansi obawe omusaala miliyoni nga 4 abasomesa arts ne miliyoni emu tewera naye nga bonna basomesa baana kyekimu qualifications zezimu environment byonna kyekimu kikyoba otegeeza ate munnange n'aboogera ebintu bino tebasoma sayansi kitegeeza nabo tebalina makulu tebalina mugaso bakibagezaako kutegeeza ate nga munnange ne bannaffe abasomesa ba sayansi muliddeeko okucacyanja kubanga gavumenti eno etera okusuubiza ebintu naye tebituukiriza abasomesa si gwe guzoose okubasuubiza naye tebatuukiriza mwajjukira 2016 basuubiza nti buli muwala ajja kufuna paadi ez'obwereere tuli mu 2022 tebakituukirizanga batusuubiza ambulance system era mu 2016 ne kaakano tezirabikanga so abasomesa